YouTube, what's up, and welcome back to part 3 of Pokemon Unbound. As you can see, we are chilling here next to the gym in Dresco Town, and that is because last time out, we got our first gym badge. The leaf badge it was from Merskle, was the hippie stoner guy within the gym here. Now as you can see on the bottom middle of the screen, I got the first of the 8 gym badges added there to the badge tracker. Now, today, the couple main points that'll happen during today's episode is that, well, you can see on the top of the screen there, it says, make a beeline for the Cinder Volcano and save Moltres. So that's our main objective of today. However, the other noteworthy things that'll happen today is that both Gible and Makuhita will evolve, because they both evolve at level 24. So Gible's at 22, as you can see, and Makuhita's at 20. So I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get enough experience to have both of them evolve today, which will be nice because Gibble's obviously really weak, but it's going to learn Bulldoze at 24 and then become Gabite at the same time. So then it'll be a lot stronger. And of course, Hariyama has a really good HP and attack stat, so once Makuhita evolves, that's going to be really nice. Additionally, on top of that, I'm going to try to make sure I catch, at least one other member for the squad today. Because the other 4 that I didn't really mention there on the team, that's because I'm not planning on using them for very long. And then the one other thing before we get started here is that if I go to save here, you'll notice that I now have 45 Pokemon in the dex. And yesterday when we ended the episode, I think I was at like somewhere between 20 and 23, something like that. So I caught a whole bunch of Pokemon between routes 2 and 3. Up here is route 3 and the Flower Paradise. And then off to the east here of Dresco was route 2. So I went back and caught all the mons that I was missing from those routes. And additionally, I went into the training house down here, where you can grind for levels and EV training and whatnot. And I leveled up as many Pokemon as I could from those other routes to evolve them as well. Like whatever evolved at the lower levels. Because now that we have a badge, our level cap went up to 26. So I evolved a whole bunch of mons as well. And that's why it's all the way up to 45 in the dex. Now, the reason why that is relevant is because once we get to 50, which we're only 5 Pokemon away, we have to backtrack all the way to Frozen Heights, which was the starting town. And we'll be able to get a pretty sweet key item that is like an IV appraisal checker, but also like an EV tracker as well. So I can keep track of how many EVs and where they are throughout our party here. So that's going to be really sweet, and I want to get that ASAP. So we'll actually be able to get that today, obviously. We just need to catch 5 more Pokemon. So in terms of, making a beeline for the Cinder Volcano, let's go ahead and open up the town map here and see where we gotta go. So this is Route 4 that leads out of Dresco Town, and we're about to enter the Grim Woods. And apparently after we navigate through the woods, we'll just have to head slightly north up to the Cinder Volcano. And then depending on what happens after that, it looks like we have to travel to Route 5 and then all the way down to Crater Town. Okay. Long road ahead today, but that should mean there's a bunch of trainers and we'll be able to hit both those evolutions that I was outlining, so that's going to be good. Let's go beat up a bunch of scrubby bug trainers here in the forest. What's up, bro? Hey, yo. Welcome to Grim Woods. Let's do our best living it up, yeah? Alright, Chief. For sure, dude. Now, Bug-type trainers won't be a problem, obviously, because Gible actually learned Fire Fang early on in this game. Now, however, Fire Fang is 65-95, so it does miss. So whenever there's a trainer that has multiple Pokemon like this guy, I'm just going to go ahead and rip a Home Claws. That way we could fire off 3 consecutive Fire Fangs and just hopefully OHKO everything. What is Weedle going to do? Bug Bite? Okay, cool. As long as it didn't go for Poison Sting. That's really what I was worried about. And yeah, due to the level variation, we should be strong enough to one-shot everything. Although this Gible does have a very... what are we trying to learn, Brian? It has a very horrible IV for a physical attack, so... That's why it's like I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to one-shot everything, but... As long as there are Weedles and stuff like that, yeah, Ladybug, that'll get one-shot too. Bro's got the Mach Punch. Not bad. Not bad at all. By the way, the one thing I was thinking about this morning, and even yesterday after I finished the recording, This game has really, really good music. I gotta shout that out while it's, you know, on the top of my head. Because I might forget to say that later on in the playthrough, but, I don't know, it's just the one thing so far, you know, it's early on in the game, but that's the one thing that's really stuck out to me was just how good the music is here. Especially, like, on Route 1, actually on all the routes, really. Riolo was trying to learn low kick, sure. We don't really need feint. But yeah, like specifically Route 1, but also, I mean, Dresco Town that we were just in, that was a pretty good song too. So I've been really impressed by the music in this game. Vital Throw on Makuhita. I actually might take that. It's only slightly stronger than Force Palm, you know, 60 to 70, but... And Vital Throw always goes last, but of course Makuhita's really slow, so it's always going to go last anyway. But it doesn't miss, which is nice, because I don't know... In Pokemon games, a lot of times the gym leaders and important trainers like that just love to spam double team cheese like that. So just in case there's some double team scrubs in this game somewhere, we'll go ahead and take Vital Throw. Why not? Alright, we don't have Surf yet, obviously. But I do want to get a couple encounters here, get closer to 50 in the dex. We'll go ahead and try to catch this pumpkin. Because it should, yeah, it definitely lives a Sand Tomb for sure. Alright, cool. Now that we chipped it up a little bit, let's see if we can catch it first try. I should still have some Pokeballs left too. Yeah, I got a dozen of them. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Nice. Okay. We're getting really close to 23 too, so... What is this? A Miracle Seed? Hell yeah, I'll take that off. What? That's another really cool option in this game that... I don't think any other Pokemon game that I've played has had this feature. But at least not that I can remember. But when you catch a wild Pokemon, if they're holding an item, you can just take it off them. We found a Nest Ball. Interesting. Just shoved inside the hollow part of the tree. I wasn't even expecting to find an item there, but that's why you check. Seedot is also a Pokemon that would probably evolve pretty early, right? Because Lotad evolves into Lombre at 14. Well, I might as well chip it with a Sand Tomb. But that's interesting. Once I get back to the Pokemon Center, although it's going to be a long time, I should just run back now probably and take this guy out. Just grow him one level to evolve. Although it's not really needed because this puts me at 47 and really... We just need 3 new encounters, which we'll probably get in the forest, if not on Route 4, once we exit the forest here. But that would have been an easy way to get an extra Pokemon registered to the dex. Just evolve this into Nuzleaf. Alright, one more level till we get Gabite. That's not bad right there. Transferred to box 2. So I've already caught so many mons that box 1 is completely full. Let's go ahead and rip a potion real quick before we battle this guy. I have 8 super potions. I still have a fresh water. Let's just use this. Okay. What's up, buddy? Is it just me or do different bug Pokemon appear at night? Most likely. It's probably the only way you can get like Spinarak and Ariados, maybe. This guy's got a Dewpider. Probably gonna take a few hits to take this thing out. I guess we'll just go for Bite and see if I can get a flinch or two. Yeah. Dewpider and Araquanid are actually surprisingly bulkier than they look. Flinch? Nice. He actually did a lot with that first attack. He's probably got that water bubble ability. Well, that flinch was clutch. Not taking a bunch more damage. And a Beedrill. Hold on, though. That's a threat. Jeez. It wouldn't have been that bad if I was already a Gabite, but... Oh. That wasn't even a crit? How did that Oko? Interesting. But we're obviously going to get a lot of experience for that. Litleo gets to 23 as well. Endeavor, don't matter. No, I'm not going to have this Litleo for much longer anyway. How did that Oko a B-drill? My Gabite is really weak. That was a TM right there. It's not bad. Let's go ahead and rip a Lemonade onto Gibble. Oh, I just noticed something. Honey. So we had a side quest in the Flower Paradise, and I should actually go do this real quick. What is this? Infestation. I completely forgot about the honey. That's my bad. Because who knows when I'm ever gonna come back to the Flower Paradise here. So oh, they got Ghastlies in here. Not bad. Although I probably one-shot this with any attack. I'll just take the experience from it. I was gonna say, if that somehow lived to bite, I would have caught it, but there's no way. So we're gonna go ahead and complete this side quest real quick. I'm kind of curious what the reward would be. And, mainly because, I don't know when the heck we're gonna ever come back to Dresco. It could be quite a few episodes from now. So while I'm thinking about it, let me just go bang this out real quick. We should be able to get there like with no wild encounters, so it's not going to take that long. The Flower Paradise is just north of Dresco. And I'm not even going to bother going to the Pokemon Center to pull out that C-Dot. It don't really matter. But the reason I have so much honey is because I was in the Flower Paradise and I had a Cutie Fly on my team trying to level that up so it evolved into Rabombi. And while I was catching more Pokemon in here, we just gotta stay out of the flowers, that's where all the encounters are. When I was catching more Pokemon in here, that Cutie Fly has the honey gather ability, so it kept finding honey after every battle. And this chick already said she needed 10 honeys, but she already had 7 of them, so we just had to find 3. And as you can see, I had 5. You got them, thank you so much. Let me take them off your hands. Here you go. For helping me out, please take this TM as a reward, I insist. Silver Wind is actually a good... I mean, it's an okay. It's like an Ancient Power. It's a bug-type Ancient Power. It only comes with like 5 PP, so that's kind of the downside, but... if you get that random small chance and you get every stat boosted, it's kind of broken. Speaking of Cutie Fly. Let's Fire Fang this and see if I can evolve. I don't think so. I think it'd be one more Pokemon, but... yeah, it's not enough. Alright. Let's head back into the woods here. This game is, there's going to be a lot of backtracking too, because once I find how to get Cut and Rock Smash, especially Rock Smash, like just for the first 2 episodes, everywhere I've been exploring, there's a whole bunch of items. I think that was a dead end, by the way, up top, so I'm going to go down this time. There was a whole bunch of items gate kept behind cut bushes and Rock Smash rocks. Ghosts haunt these woods. So, I mean, it's cool, but it's also kind of annoying when you're doing like a, when you're recording your playthrough, because then you're going to have to go back and spend time backtracking for a bunch of items that may or may not even be good. We're definitely going to evolve after this battle, by the way, because she had 2 Pokemon. Because it's going to be super time consuming to backtrack, and like when you do, there's not much happening on those routes because you've already defeated all the trainers. So I'll have to think about, as we get closer to that time, I'm going to have to think about how I want to do that. Alright, we're finally getting Bulldoze. Perfect. Sand Tomb is one of the worst ground type attacks of all time with only 85 accuracy. Let's take this. Hit 21 with Riolu. Riolu, you know, might become a Lucario before I bench it back in the box. But either way, it don't really matter. I'm definitely going to roll with Hariyama in this playthrough. I did a lot because of the crit. Nah, I got to remember after this battle, I should be able to because it's only like 30 seconds from now, but after the evolution into Gabite, I got to go ahead and update that sprite above my head there on the team tracker. Okay, here we go. Finally, this thing is going to become a lot stronger. It should get a nice little attack boost here. I want to say his attack stat was around like 40. And now we should be like, you know, 50, 55, something like that. Which, of course, we can boost even further with Home Claws. And we're trying to learn Dual Chop. Actually, a dragon coverage. Would I get rid of Bite or Fire Fang, though? Dual Chop is also another move that's not 100% accurate. But again, having Home Claws kind of negates all that. Because after one Home Claws, anything above, you know, like 80 accuracy goes over 100, so you can't miss. I think Bite is more useless than Fire Fang. Fire Fang's actually kind of clutch. Especially if we need to hit like what would resist ground and dragon? Be like a steel flying Pokemon like Corviknight or Skarmory. In which case I'd rather have Fire Fang for that. Let's go ahead and get rid of Bite. Even though I kind of just learned Bite towards the end of last episode. We didn't even have this for very long, but let's go ahead and update what's it called? Gibble's Sprite here into Gabite. Okay, there we go. And then I want to reorganize those moves real quick. We're on 50 attack now. Okay. Honestly, I thought it would be like closer to 55. Let me put Bulldoze down bottom and Dual Chop up front. Okay, I think that's better. At least we get a little bit of bulk too. Oh, there was actually an item in this tree as well. I halfway don't even expect the items, but that's why I always check. Okay, that's a dead end because there's a ledge and a little surfing pond. Pumpkaboo, we already have. Don't need that one. And yeah, there's nowhere else I can go up there. I'm actually about to just spray a repel anyway. I'm going to save this super repel because I should be able to start buying those soon. So I'm going to use up these 8 regular repels. And then hopefully, you know, there's another gym coming up soon and then we can start buying supers. Okay, I can't go that way either. What? Why is there a strength boulder in the middle of nowhere here? It's kind of weird. Find a netball. That's not bad. Where would I have to push a strength boulder to? That's kind of weird. Just checking for like a secret exit. Alright. Listen closely. Do you hear the cries of Phantump? I haven't heard one yet, but that happens a lot on routes. If you're just kind of standing still, not moving, you'll like random Pokemon cries will go off. You can hear them. It's kind of a cool feature. Alright, let's go ahead and just Fire Fang this guy. Probably strong enough to OHKO. Yeah. Alright, not bad. I might actually throw Makuhita in front here. Try to get some levels in this guy. Because obviously, I mean, the Pokemon in the party still grow levels as you battle, but they don't get the full amount. There's another Zygarde cell there. Which obviously we're not going to be able to get without Surf. I was kind of expecting one of these to be like a wild Paris encounter or something. Because you remember like when you'd see Pokeballs in black and white in the grass, sometimes they were like Fungus and Amoongus. I kind of expect one of these to be like a Paris. But maybe not. But what was I saying about Makuhita? It's oh yeah, so the Pokemon, obviously the rest of the team you see every time I get a KO, they're still getting experience, but they get a lot more experience if they actually appear in battle, as with any other Pokemon game. But of course, you have something that resists fighting here, so hopefully knockoff twice will kill it. I can tank Silver Winds pretty easy. Just don't get the boost. Alright, not bad. Yeah, okay. Knockoff is a 2-shot. Barring a boost here into the defense. Alright, not bad. Get level 22 here. And having knockoff on Makuhita is really clutch because it gives me a way to hit ghost types, obviously. That's another reason why I like Makuhita a lot, because it gets knockoff early. I'll go ahead and save a repel. we're probably going to need... Okay, so Carbos. I'm about to just sell that for money, to be honest. We're probably going to need more repels once we get to the volcano. It looks like this might be the exit because there's a sign. Because, yeah, it could potentially be a long trek, you know, up the volcano. Now, we are, you know, most likely going to have a showdown with the evil team at the volcano because in episode 1 of this game, the evil team captured Articuno, and they're going after all 3 of the Kanto legendary birds. Because, as it relates to the story, the 3 legendary birds of Kanto, you know, basically hold the seal to Hoopa's bottle, and the evil team is trying to, you know, break that seal so that they can turn Hoopa into its unbound form and bring destruction upon the Borrius region. Hopefully I can hang on here. I can, actually. I live Nightshade. And see if we can Oko with knockoff. Nice. I'm about to switch out on the last mon, though, just to salvage the experience. So yeah, with that being said, I feel like, hopefully this doesn't have Pursuit. I don't even think Stunky has a dark move. Oh, it does. Okay, it does have Bite. That's not bad. So yeah, with that being said, you know, I'm anticipating a fight against the evil team, especially, like, you know, more along the lines of admin levels, not just grunts. And if that is the case, I really want to get to Hariyama before that. Just so that bro's a lot bulkier. Alright. Yeah, this is... Okay, this is the exit. Looks like I'm here. I better get moving then. Oh, that's right. We met this Jax kid last episode. He was talking a big game, and he thinks he's got the sauce to go slow down the evil team, but he's clearly a scrub, so that's going to be our job. In a battle, you can check your Pokemon's move for details like power and accuracy. Just press L. That's a useful trainer tip, actually. Most of the time, those signs are pointless, but that was actually a useful tip. But as you might have saw, I did already know that from clicking buttons. Alright, Makuhita. I'm about to just full send a Pokeball at the seconds. Oh, I can fake it out. I forgot about that. That's actually better, because then we get a increased catch rate since it's not at full HP. And hopefully this works first try so Makuhita doesn't get knocked out. Because I don't think I have any revives. But that's okay. Alright, nice. Very nice. Old Stunky. I don't know when Stunky evolves into Skunk Tank, by the way, but this thing has actually been pretty good, this Stunky. We got it as like a gift Pokemon early on in the game. That ledge will take you right back to Dresco Town. I think carefully before using it, though. Once you hop it, the only way back here is through Grim Woods. Alright, bet. We don't need to be doing that. We should be at like 48 now in the dex. No, 49 because of Gibble's evolution. There's also a side quest for saving 100 times in this game, so I'm just going to save again. Like, every time I pull up the menu, I might as well. So we only need one more Pokemon to get to 50. Let's find something else here. It's a Lillipup. I don't have one of those yet. That's not bad. I keep forgetting to potion Makuhita, though. Alright. See if we can get this. Then I'll potion up after battle. Now, it's going to be a long trek to get back to Frozen Heights. We now have 50 in the dex, so I can do it. So I think I'm going to think about that as I go throughout this episode today, and maybe towards the end I'll run all the way back. But again, we're getting farther and farther away as I keep progressing here. So I'm going to think about it as I go, and I'll look at the recording timer, you know, later on once we get towards the end of the playthrough. Or end of the episode here. And if it's not too bad... I didn't mean to use that on Stunky. I just wasted a super potion for 5 HP on Stunky. About to use one on Gabite too. But you know, if I still got a decent amount of time left, I'll run all the way back to the starting town. But as of right now, I'm kind of thinking that I would rather do that off camera. I still might show myself acquiring the item. Like maybe, you know, for example, at the start of part 4, you know, maybe I'll be in Frozen Heights and we can grab the item. But again, think about that as I get there. Makuhita is way too slow to run away from anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and Vital Throw to get rid of this little puppy here. And then I'll put Gabite back in front. I don't want to see if there's any other items up here. There was a cut bush, so we won't be able to go any farther up the route this way. Okay, there's no hidden item. Alright, not bad. What is this? Revive? Perfect. I don't even think I had one of those yet. It's not bad at all. Starly? Nah. I don't really have a flying type yet. Staraptor's not bad, obviously, but I will need a flying type at some point. I mean, I have one on the team right now, but I'm not. There's no way I'm using the old Quacktastic here. But we will need a flying type at some point, even if I don't use it on the team, because I will need, you know, access to the HM move for fly. I'm about to catch this Badoo, by the way. Hold on. That's a clean Pokemon. I don't have any attacks to chip it, though. Let's just go to Makuhita and fake it out, and then throw a ball at it. That's not bad, actually. I do actually like Roserade. But, you know, like, maybe this little duck here can learn fly, for example. Oh, wait, I need to go for fake out. And if it does, you know, when I go put it, store it in the PC forever, because I'm not going to use it, we'll still, you know, need to leave it there, and then I can pull it out and give it fly and stuff like that. Because obviously I'm going to have to fly around throughout this playthrough. Much later on, obviously. I'm just thinking ahead, but unless, you know, if I can find a cool flying type like an Aerodactyl or something, then yeah, I'd use that on the team, but ain't no way I'm using that little duck. No shot. Makuhita is almost at 23. That's not bad. We'll check out this Badoo later when we get back to town. Let's keep going here. Alright, this is probably the volcano. Here, take some potions. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cinder Volcano is dangerous and temperatures are extreme. If you don't have your Pokemon to protect you, you could faint. Okay. Alright, so this is the volcano. This looks like a healing trainer. Hi there, trainer. If you can beat me, I'll heal your Pokemon for free. Okay, bet. Perfect. She's probably gonna have a chance here or something. Starly. Because you have something else in the back, I'll go ahead and rip a Home Claws too. Why not? And then we'll just grab a couple Okos real quick. That's annoying, but we're gonna get healed up, so it doesn't matter. But let's test out our new dual chop attack, and then if I hit the L button, you'll see that now it went from. Oh, I guess I was gonna move the arrow down to the accuracy thing, but I can't tab over. But so it went from 90 accuracy all the way up to 119 after that 1.33 multiplier. So we can't miss dual chops or fire fangs, and that is a multi-hit attack. It does hit twice, but we don't even need it to KO a Starly, obviously. Alright, the Quack grew to level 23. The reason that thing has a nickname, by the way, if you missed the previous episode, is because we got that as a trade mon in Dresco Town, and it was actually really clutch because it came with the move Defog, which helps blow away the fog in the first gym. That was kind of the gimmick of the first gym. If you didn't do the trade, you would have to fight in the fog, which everybody knows that reduces accuracy. Makes it very annoying because you start missing all your attacks. Damn, everybody's getting a level off Chansey. So luckily, you know, they give you the in-game trade there to help you negate the fog in the gym. But since it was a traded mon, that's why it has a nickname here. Let's go ahead and grab a couple encounters here, see if we can find like a cool fire type for the team. And then, but I will start spraying repels at some point. Oh, there's another one of these Zygarde cells. Vulpix? That's not bad if this thing has drought, actually. but it does not. Not interested then. Is this like only my second one or maybe my third one? Oh, literally just my second one. Okay. Can't go any farther there because of Rock Smash. Let's go this way first. Slugma. Hell no. That's a terrible Pokemon. Get this thing out of my face, man. I'm gonna bulldoze it. That's a really nice feeling to have bulldoze finally instead of just going for sand tombs. Alright, what do we got in here? Yo, hey, imagine if there's a Heatran in here. Hey, you know, let me get one of those real quick. Obviously not. It's early in the game. I only have one gym badge, but just imagine. That'd be crazy. Right, what is this? I was gonna say there's no way we just made it through the whole volcano already. It's just a rare candy. Okay. No hidden items. All right. And we can't walk up that path on the left, so let's go all the way back here. We must have to climb up the ladder. Who are you? Oh, you want to fight? My school told me it was too dangerous to come in here. So then why are you in here, buddy? You know what I mean? This kid is clearly lost. What does he have? He just got a Hoobat. Honestly, I think Raw Dog and a bullet, not a bullet punch, a dual chop. I don't know why I was thinking bullet punch. This should probably KO it. Yeah, we don't even need home claws. Why did I say bullet punch? What was I thinking right there? All right, Max, how much cash you got for me? 350 bucks? That ain't nothing. Who's this dude? Numel. Hold on, though. Obviously, I have a better ground type in Gabite, but I kind of like Numel as a Pokemon. About to catch this thing real quick. Although, there's got to be better fire types in this game. There ain't no way I'm going to run around with the camera up. Because the camera up's not a very good Pokemon, but I do like it. And you never know. Maybe there is no better fire types in this game. You never know. So let's just go ahead and grab this guy. Never mind. Broke out. Now, as you see there on the left side of the screen, you can tap the L button. Again, I play this with the PS4 controller. So I can just hit the L button. I don't know what it would be on the keyboard to throw another ball, but it's funny because that's backwards from Emerald Rogue. Normally you just click R1 on the PS4 controller to throw another ball. But R1 in this game is a quick runaway feature. So a lot of times when I want to throw a Pokeball at a wild mon, I end up running away from it because of that. He's holding a Rossberry. Hell yeah. I'll take that off. Or else it goes to the PC with Numel. So that's not bad right there. Rossberry in case we get burnt. Let's go ahead and fight this guy now. I heard there was a rare bird type Pokemon around here. Indeed. And I'm going to go save it from some evil scrubs that are trying to capture it. This guy's got a Mawile. That's kind of cracked, actually. Hopefully it's not Mega. It doesn't have Intimidate, though. So we're good to just bulldoze it. It must have been a Hyper Cutter. Honestly thought I would get more experience points than like 280. That was kind of weird. Alright, he's got the double fairy type squad, but honestly, you know, this will be a two-shot. Let's just go for it. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't have Draining Kiss. Magical Leaf. Because you got to remember, even though I just went first right there and I dropped the speed from Bulldoze, if this thing has its triage ability, that gives all healing moves like a +3 priority bracket, meaning Draining Kiss would still go first, even though I nuked the speed. But it either doesn't have Draining Kiss or it doesn't have triage, so either way it's dead. That's not bad. Okay. Did you see what Mark just said there? He's like, the bird Pokemon is supposed to have wings. Like, no shit, guy. What did you mean by that? I don't know why he just said that there. That was kind of weird. Alright, here's another Vulpix. Let's see if this one has Drought. It does not. Goodbye. Alright. What about this hiker? When one is this far into the volcano, one should ask themselves, should I continue on or go home? Oh, I'm gonna keep it pushing, buddy, regardless. We're gonna check out everything this volcano has to offer and dominate a bunch of scrubs along the way. I'm gonna go ahead and rip a Home Claws because there is another Mon in the back. And then Dual Chop probably OHKOs everything. Bro goes for knockoff to get rid of my safety goggles, but we should get those back after the battle. Not bad, didn't even need the second chop. Speaking of Makuhita, yeah, when's mine gonna hit 24? I think it's actually pretty damn close here. Because it's been at 23 for a while. I probably should have been keeping it out in front. Alright, bro has a Roggenrola, which might have Sturdy, so I'm gonna go for Dual Chop just in case. Nice. Oh, it has weak armor, not sturdy, but weak armor's funny because if that would have done under half, this next one still would have killed after the defense drop from that ability. If Makuhita doesn't evolve right here, I'm actually about to switch it to the front. Yeah. It's got to be pretty close, though. Let's let bro get in here and get some action. 319 experience, okay. Easy money. Next trainer battle, we should be able to get Hariyama. I don't have Rock Climb yet, so I couldn't go down there. You know what, though? I need to hit a Repel because no more wild Pokemon while Makuhita's in front. That was the reason I had Gabite in front, because this little guy is way too slow to be running away from stuff. So we'll go ahead and Repel up. It's about to get lit. It is when my Makuhita evolves right now. Because ain't no way you're winning this battle, Chief. Oh, you only have one Pokemon, though. I don't know. I don't think that's going to give me 319. There's really no point to fake out because we're going to OHKO it anyway with a Vital Throw. Let's just go for it. Watch this give like 318 experience, and I'm just like one off of evolving. That would be annoying. 260, okay. Alright. What else we got up here? Oh, that's probably the right way to go. Let's go this way first. Don't have Rock Smash, don't have Rock Climb. Gotta be something over here now. I guess that is all the items over here. I just can't get them yet. Okay. Alright, we'll definitely get the evolution right here then. Have a look at my fire-resistant Pokemon. Okay, let's do it. Wait, what? What do you mean fire-resistant and you send out a grass type? I'm kind of confused right now. Ain't no way, bro. We'll see what she has in the back. You never know. How did that not even kill? What? Interesting. And somehow I either win the speed tie or he was going for like a negative priority attack there. Alright, we hit 24 though. And I try to learn Smelling Salts. Honestly, that's a pretty bad attack. I mean, it does combo with Force Palm, right? Because... oh, it's already highlighted here. Smelling Salts is 70 BP, but it doubles in power to 140 if the Mon is paralyzed. And then it cures him of paralysis. So it's like a one-time use at 140 base power. But it does combo with Force Palm's 30% chance to get a paralysis. However, I think I'd rather have the other two fighting attacks. I'm not going to teach Smelling Salt. Makuhita's attack stat went to 40 here as well. So, and yeah, she has another grass type. Interesting. So I'm curious after this battle, you know, how high that'll go. Because Gibble got like a +10, evolving into Gabite from like 40 to 50. So it should be the same thing. If anything, maybe even a little more. Vital Throw doesn't kill, so I'm going to go for Force Palm here and see if I can get a paralysis. Try to outspeed the Badoo on the last turn. Nope. Alright, well, after Mega Drain, it actually probably lives the Force Palm, so we got a Vital Throw instead. Make sure I do enough damage here. Alright, not bad. About to have a Hariyama as well. Not bad at all. Stunky's trying to learn Screech. No, thank you. She goes, they weren't as resistant as I thought. Before the battle, she was talking about fire-resistant Pokemon. Then she sends out a Seedot and a Badoo. So I don't know. I don't think she went to the trainer school academy. Clearly. And what is she doing hanging out inside a volcano anyway with those two Pokemon? I'm a little confused. But you know, that's her problem, not ours. So we're going to keep it pushing here. And we are going to update Makuhita's sprite. Bro's really adamant about learning smelling salts, but again, I'm going to say no. Not interested, man. Alright. Let me update the sprite real quick. Where is it? Right here. Okay. And I'm also curious about the... look at the HP boost. It's all the way up to 110. That's crazy. What about the attack, though? 72? All the way from 40? That's insane, bro. This guy's about to hit like a truck. And it's evolving, you know, in time before we get to the top where we're gonna have to fight the evil team leader. Okay, I don't even care what those signs say. They're always pointless. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and potion up here. So there's still a few more fights. Might as well potion Gabite too. Alright, let's fight this guy. Do you feel that bridges are sturdy? Are you afraid they could collapse under you at any moment? Nah, didn't even cross my mind. Electrike. Electrike is interesting because it does have static. And you gotta remember, my Hariyama does have guts. So I actually would be down to get paralyzed right now. I'm gonna go ahead and fake it out so that I didn't just one-shot it. That way, I'm gonna attack it twice intentionally to Spark also has a 30% chance to para. Come on, man. This is 3 chances to get paralyzed. Give me one of them. Damn it. It also could have been Lightning Rod. But that would have been cool to get paralyzed off of the off of that Spark right there. Magnemite has Sturdy though, so maybe a T-Wave. Nope, just a Sonic Boom, but he misses. Alright, well. That really would have put my damage output to insane levels if I could have got status right there. But alas, we keep pushing on. Okay, there's a ladder here. What about the other way? Another ladder. Nice. I don't know which way to go. Couple more items. Gate kept by Rock Smash. This feels like the right way to go. So I'm gonna go back and check this other ladder real quick. Oh, apparently this was the right way to go. Okay. Looks like they're about to call upon Moltres right here. One with the wind, one with the flames. The guard that keeps vigil over the sacred torch. Now, become the inferno that scorches the wastelands. Sandkern, baloney. Descend to me, Moltres. Now, Shadow Warriors, restrain it. And now for the capture. Bet. That was about as routine as it could get. Mission complete. The reason why it's so routine is because these goons actually stole some Master Balls out of the professor's parcel that we had to grab in the first episode. So even though that looked like a Pokeball right there, it was actually a Master Ball. Mission complete. Let's move out. Interesting. Means I should probably potion up. Which actually, hold on. This guy gave me regular potions. Yeah. Okay, really needed one. And just in case it's a double battle, I'm also going to put Gabite up here. Okay, bite, by the way, I didn't even realize is at level 26, which is the level cap. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna need you to hand over that Moltres. What are you doing? Stop right there, okay. This little kid thinks he can stop them. This is about to be entertaining. Stop right there, Shadow. Return Moltres back to where it belongs. Unfortunately, I see no reason to humor your foolish request. Step aside if you know what's good for you. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere until Moltres is free. If you won't come quietly, then I'll have to use force. Damn, Jax? Okay. Sigh, I had hoped it wouldn't come to this. My party was kept light for this mission, but fortunately, I have other allies besides my Pokemon. Shadow Warriors, if you would. Ivory, wait. You don't need to waste your time over this lone trainer. I'll hold him off, just focus on the mission. Let's go, Shadow Warriors. Who the heck is Marlin? No, they escaped with Moltres. Gugh. This isn't the time to feel sorry for myself. Jax, you're a complete potato, bro. How do you not stop these guys, man? Come on. I gotta chase after him. Here we go. Clearly he can't get the job done by himself, so we're gonna have to come save the day here. Huh? Wait, you're Dude, I think. How do you not remember, man? Did Grandpa Arthur send you here? Ah, so you were sent as backup. No. I'm the main character, Chooch. You are the backup, right? You are the Robin to my Batman, because I'm Batman, bitch. Don't get it twisted. Jeez, I got embarrassed in front of you. Yeah, you did. Well, now that you're here, why don't you and I team up? You were sent to help, and I gotta admit, I could do with some right now. Okay. Well, this is good and bad, because now we don't get to go back the other way, where there was a bunch of items, but I'm sure we'll have to come back here at some point anyway. Alright, I bet we'll make a good team. Your Pokemon are in better shape than I am right now, so you lead. That's right. I can hang back and support. I'll make sure to keep us both healed up, too. Okay, nice. This is gonna work like the first 3 Pokemon can battle. I'd rather have Stunky than Riolu. This is gonna work like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum when you would team up with those other trainers. Because they always heal you after every battle, so that's gonna be pretty nice here. We find a Calcium as well, that's not bad. Let's fight this artist guy. What is Bob Ross doing in the volcano right now? I have come to this volcano to paint a piece filled with my burning passion. He's just sitting here with his easel up, just painting in the middle of a volcano. What a psycho. Alright, Angelo. Got the double Smeargles. But I got Fake Out on my Hariyama, so we're chilling. Trace my guts. Good thing I didn't trace Daravia's Intimidate. And the other Smeargle has its own tempo. Alright, well, we'll see if one of them has Spore. That'd be annoying to get put to sleep, but whatever. Has Flame Burst, okay. Alright, not bad. Smeargles have really bad stats all around, so I can kill it with any fighting move here. But of course, out of the 4 Pokemon on the field, you already know Hariyama's going last. Throws way too slow. But at least that makes it a 2-on-1. It's not bad. Okay. We'll get rid of the last one here. It's interesting that they have Flame Burst. I wonder if like the volcano is boosting the power. That could be like a hidden mechanic in this game. I don't know. So sometimes ROM hacks have that, where the terrain and the environment that you're battling in will boost the damage to certain attacks. I have seen that before, but I feel like they would have kind of specifically made that obvious if that was the case here. Okay. Grab this Zygarde cell real quick. Okay. That looks like the other spot where I just was from the other ladder. Interesting. Okay. We'll have to come back there anyway when I get Rock Smash, so it's not a big deal. Free Dust Ball. Not bad. Alright, let's fight this guy too. This volcano houses many secrets. I'm sure it does. Maybe that's a hint towards having a Heatran in here. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, bro's got a Torkoal. Interesting. It's not a double battle, so we don't get help from Jax here. Although we obviously don't need it. Let's Force Palm this turtle twice, see if we can get a para. Actually, the next Force Palm doesn't kill. I'm gonna have to Vital Throw. Burn me. Okay, now it kills. This is actually perfect that we get burnt. When you're a Guts Pokemon, that's by far the best status to get. I mean, at the end of the day, Burn works the same way as regular Poison in terms of damage, but you don't ever want to get Toxic Poison because that'll rack up. So that's why Burn is widely considered the best option for a Gutsmon. Of course, if you get frozen or asleep, you can't attack, and then if you get paralyzed, the speed drop doesn't really matter. But the paralysis, it's just the chance to get like fully parried, which also sucks. What? Oh, that needs a strength boulder. So now that we're burnt, I'm gonna see how long I can go before I get healed up. Like, I'm gonna try to avoid the Pokemon centers and just use potions and whatnot. Because imagine if I go into the next gym fight pre-burnt. Wait. This idiot heals me. I forgot about that. But I could have OHKO'd everything in the next gym being burnt with Guts. Damn it, Jax. Pissing me off, kid. That's whatever. Into the fiery pit we go. What? I ain't going to no fiery pit, brother. What are you on about? Drillbur and Geodude. Well, that's unfortunate, but we can try and get burnt or poisoned before the next gym. That would be kind of fire. Now that I know that there's Badoo on Route 4, right? Because we just caught a Badoo. Before the next gym, I can always go back to Route 4 and because Badoos do get poison points, so I can sit there and just keep clicking attacks in hopes of getting poisoned by a Badoo. That's actually not a bad idea. But I would do that like right before the gym kind of thing. We'll see if I remember, but that's my plan for now. But most likely I will forget. Because I don't think we're going to be able to do the gym today. It's already been, you know, a little over 50 minutes. So I think, you know, the goal for today is going to be to like get to the area of the next gym. You know, whatever. Hopefully it's in that crater town. But there's no way I have enough time to actually fight the gym today. Alright, we don't have to worry about hitting potions. I was going to say, there's got to be an item in like the bottom left corner. That makes sense. It's a shard. Oh, there's a Chansey in here too, okay. The Chanseys in this game work as a portable healing station, essentially. So that's pretty cool. Guy's got the Magby, which probably has Flame Body to burn me, but again, Jax is going to heal me up anyway. So it won't really matter. But the Chansey is nice to have in here for when, obviously we can only hang out with Jax during this part of the game here, but if I come back in here in the future, it will be nice to have access to that Chansey. Get some free heals. Because I definitely will be coming back at some point, whether or not I record it, you know, remains to be seen, but I do want to come around and grab all these items that I have to miss because I don't have Rock Smash. And there's another one. You know, I do plan on recording this when I run around to grab items, but, you know, who knows? Because that will be pretty tedious, and I'm trying to think of the YouTube audience, they won't really want to watch, you know, stuff like that, but we'll see, we'll see. Looks like we've reached the exit, dude. I'll go on ahead, don't stay too far behind. You should have let me go on ahead, brother. Because you're going to get messed up by whatever's down there. Let's do it. Staravia, use Aerial Ace. Against a Duskull. That's an easy matchup. Duskull, use Payback. Maybe not. Your shadowy reign of terror ends here and now. I won't let you escape from Cinder Volcano with Moltres in hand. Shadowy reign of terror? Seriously? Yeah, I agree. Jax is kind of corny with that. We have Moltres, and we're well within our rights to keep it. You may have some self-righteous notion that what we're doing is evil, but you're wrong. You simply don't understand what's at stake here. That's it, Marlin. Stall him for just a little longer. These shadow warriors have been out in the light for too long. What do you mean by that? Are they not actually real people? Okay, interesting. Yeah, they'll revert to dust if they remain here. Interesting. I need to return to base with them now. Of course, Ivory. I have this under control. Take the shadow warriors and go. I can hold off this boy until you escape with Moltres. Man, who are you going to hold off with your little Duskull? Ain't going to do nothing. I'm going to hit that thing with a knockoff right now with Hariyama. Dude, help me out against him. I don't care what he claims is really at stake here. We have to blast through and chase after Moltres. Alright, let's go. So we meet again, dude. I take it then, you've decided to make it your business to interfere. Damn right. That's unfortunate. But two of you are trying to get past me makes no difference to me. One of you grunts, give me a hand over here. I'll assist you in your battle, Marlin, sir. Choose up to 3 Pokemon. Okay. We're just going to do the top 3. Those are my 3 best. Alright, this is going to be easy money right here. You already know. Let's see what they got. Shadow Admin Marlin. Duskull and Sableye. Interesting. We're just going to smoke the Duskull with a knockoff. Sableye is annoying, but, you know, it's a Pokemon that gets access to Will-O-Wisp. I mean, they both actually do, but, again, that would be great for Hariyama to get burnt here. Nice. I guess we're waiting for next turn. Alright. Just a Nightshade from Duskull. Okay. Staravia, can you attack that Sableye? I can kill this thing with a knockoff. Staravia might be doing nothing here. Aerial Ace got disabled and now it probably just has normal attacks. Whatever. Duskull dies and I can't get burnt this turn, but it is what it is. Sableye's annoying because it's neutral to dark attacks. It's not actually weak to them. So I'm just going to keep attacking everything that is weak to dark attacks. Never mind. I'm disabled as well. Air Cutter's going to hurt a lot. Hariyama is pretty much rendered useless. Staravia can still endeavor, which is kind of nice. I mean, I guess I can go for Force Palm. But again, I can't attack Sableye with Force Palm, and Swoobat does resist it. But it's all I can do. So let's just do this. See if we get a little cheeky paralysis. Assuming I even live the next Air Cutter. I don't even think I do. Get me close. No, I don't live that. Oh, I do. I'm like 1 HP. No, I flinch. What did I actually survive that on? 2 HP. Oh, we can see his team, too. We got a Magnemite and a Golett. Well, those 2 Pokemon kind of suck. So if Staravia goes down here, could get a little weird. But, that's alright, because Stunky can deal with the Swoobat. Because I have Bite. Goes for Air Cutter, but Hariyama dodges it like an absolute stud. Okay. Staravia goes for Feather Dance instead of Aerial Ace. Nice. Paralysis? Damn. Well, do I save Hariyama for Fake Out? It doesn't really do me any good. I was just kind of hoping I would get KO'd right there. I'm just going to keep staying in. I don't know why we're leering so much with the Sableye, but whatever. Alright, Air Cutter hits me this time, so I'm going down. We're both going down. Alright, Stunky. You're going to have to put in some work here, bud. And Jax probably goes Magnemite. Hopefully, yeah. Because Magnemite resists all the attacks that these 2 can go for. Stunky's going to take a lot from Air Cutter because it has trash defenses, but we'll KO this thing back with a Bite. And hopefully Magnemite can start chipping this Sableye down because it is kind of getting annoying. Whatever. Trying to learn Slash? Nah. My moveset's better without it. Light Screen? I'll take that. That's not bad. I mean, Gabite's going to be able to clean up whatever's in the back anyway, so it don't really matter. This is the last mon coming out. So Cacnea. Alright, easy money. Go ahead and acid spray it. That way Magnemite can actually do more damage. Yeah, this Sableye is, like, doesn't even have any attacks. It's just kind of out here trolling. Alright, Cacnea dies next turn, and then it's just Sableye, which there's no way that thing could kill Gabite. Magnemite, do you not have any damaging attacks, bro? What are we doing here? That's alright. It's just going to make it take longer, but the outcome has already been determined here. Yeah, the Sableye's just going for Leer. Kind of annoying, but whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and acid spray this thing. Why are you clicking T-Wave, man? I know you were trying to T-Wave Cacnea, but come on, bro. Just attack. Even if it's just Thunder Shock. Because I'm gonna be dropping that Spadef like crazy, so you can start stacking damage. There we go. There's a Shockwave. Thank you. Damn. Not bad. Alright. Easy money. Let's see what these scrubs got to say for themselves now. Get almost $4,000 too. It's not bad. Well, I suppose that's fine. Our operation was a success. Ivory is long gone by now. You can follow me if you want, but it won't do you any good. You already know I'll never lead you to Moltres, so I advise both of you to do the smart thing and leave us alone. Let's move. Aight. He's right. It's not even worth chasing him. That woman was the one who took Moltres. Anyway, thanks, dude. He was a lot tougher than I thought. Not really. Let's head back to Grandpa's house and tell him what happened. Okay. I see. This isn't good. At this point, there's now only one legendary Pokemon left, Zapdos. It's imperative that it be rescued before the Shadows can capture it. Zapdos? It lives in Thundercap Mountain, right? I'll head out right away. Actually, Jax, I have a different task for you. To the best of my knowledge, the Shadows still lack the object used to seal the Dark Force. Friends of mine that live on Route 9 should know of its location. Go to them and explain the situation. I'm sure they'll be willing to help us find it before the Shadows do. Route 9, okay. You got it, Grandpa. Good, good. In the meantime, Dude will be the one that will head to Thundercap Mountain and save Zapdos. Damn right. Dude, you've proven yourself by defending Jax at the Cinder Volcano, and I think you're up to the task. You can head there by taking the highway southeast from the next town over, Crater Town. You may need the badge there in order to travel to Thundercap Mountain, so make sure that obtaining the badge is your utmost priority. Gotcha. Alright, so it puts a thing on our map there, telling us where to go. I'll head back to Frozen Heights, dude. Can I come along with you so I can grab that item real quick? I'll explain to your mother that I've seen you off, and you're on your way to the next gym badge. No sense in letting her worry after all. Alright. We're gonna have to travel a long way back there then. My Staravia is still tired from the battle earlier, but I should still be able to give you a lift back to Cinder Volcano. Do you want me to do that? I'm half tempted to say no, just so I can... Where are we at? So we're at an hour, 5 minutes. I mean, I'm about to just say no and go grab that item right now. In that case, Repel should help you get back through the Grim Woods and Cinder Volcano quicker. He just hooks us up with 8 repels. That's actually pretty cool. Thank you, buddy. You got anything else to say, Arthur? We're running out of time, dude. You need to hurry to Thundercap Mountain and save Zapdos. If it's captured too, we'll all be doomed. Alright, well. You know. That's not gonna happen today, Chief. But, I'm just gonna go ahead and spray a repel. I'm actually gonna take the long walk back to, It's really not that long with repels, because we won't get any encounters. I'm gonna take the long walk back to, Frozen Heights, the starting town there. And go grab this item. That was a completely pointless repel. But that's alright, because we're almost back to the Icicle Cave here. And luckily Jax gave us enough repels where we can basically do this for free. Look at all these items that we have to go past though. There's even a couple more. Yeah, up to the left. There's items gate kept behind surf, rock climb, rock smash. There's all kinds of stuff we gotta pass over here. Okay, well that's not gonna work. I gotta go up from this spot. But it's cool. Like I said, I'm gonna come back and grab those at some point. I'm just still deciding if I want to do it on camera or not. Alright. We get to hear the music again on Route 1, which is kind of cool. This song is actually pretty sick, too. Although we're only going to hear a few seconds of it because it's not a very long route, but if I was hanging out there for longer, it would have been cool. Alright, man. Let me finally get this key item here. Hi, dude. Did you know your Pokemon have hidden stats called effort values and individual values? Yes, Chief. We've already been through this dialogue before. Yeah. So he's going to show us real quick, and then we back out, and he's going to actually give us the item. Now that we have 50 registered in the dex. Do you want this device for yourself? Yes, please. Of course, you can have this device. You have been a huge asset to Professor Log after all. The stat scanner. Not bad. And yeah, it's a key item. So we can register it with the hotkey just like the bicycle or the fishing rod. With the stat scanner, you can view your Pokemon's hidden stats anywhere in the region. You can even view the moves it can learn by pressing L and R. Oh, and for convenience sake, you can also open it quickly from your party list by pressing R. Really? I didn't even know that. So I don't even have to... Wait, if I just press R? Okay, that's kind of cool. We don't even have to register it to the... Like, where, you know, the select button, which you'd pull out the bicycle. But this is the reason I want this, to not only... Like, if we hit L and R right now, you can see the moves, right? So you can see all the level 1 moves that I would have to go to a move relearner to get. But then we can see, you know, what's Hariyama going to get next? It's going to be all the red moves, because we're not at that level yet. So we get Whirlwind at 28, but although we're level capped at 26. So we're going to have to get the next badge first. And then, so this is kind of cool, you know. And we see we learn Earthquake at 56, although that might change when we evolve into Chomp. But additionally, you can tab L and R again here. Because this was level up moves, as you can see, kind of right under Gabite's sprite there. But then we got TMs and HMs, compatibility, egg moves, which I'm not going to be breeding at all in this game. And then Move Tutor as well. It's like we can get Iron Head via Move Tutor, Scale Shot, stuff like that. So this thing is really cool. The main reason I kind of wanted it, though, is for... How do I go back? To keep track of my EVs, right? And I don't want to waste too many EVs. Like, we've already done 23 EVs into special attack, so that's pointless. But again, I think you can reset EVs in this game and whatnot, so it's really not that big of a deal. Oh, there's a Zygarde cell up here. Obviously, that was invisible the first time I started here because I didn't have the item yet. I don't know why I'm wasting repels, but I was going to go uphill and go up here and heal when I talked to my mom. That's what I was going to do. But we find a bonus Zygarde cell, which is not bad. Okay. How you doing, Mom? Good to see you. It's been a little bit. Alright, thank you. Now, I still can't go north of town because there was like a cut bush up here, and we still don't have cut either. So we can't get past that ledge. So let's run all the way back to Dresco now. I'm going to keep spraying repels even though I'm not in wild encounter areas, but I got plenty of them. And honestly, when we end up in Crater Town, we'll be able to buy super repels after the next gym. So, I mean, I don't actually know that, but I'm assuming that 2 badges will unlock super repels. So I'll go ahead and use the rest of these regular ones up. And, you know, even this cave here, I have to get Surf to get all these items. We got to get a bunch of other stuff. So there going to be a lot of backtracking here at some point. But it's cool, it's cool. Alright. That wasn't so bad. Additionally, too, you can just skip this whole route by talking to the psychic here. She teleports us to Dresco Town, which is interesting, because it's like... Between that psychic and Dresco Town, there was no grass for wild encounters. Well, there is, but you can skip it all. So it's kind of weird that they kind of added that to the game. But I think it's more so you can avoid all the trainers the first time you come through there. Even though the blonde-haired chick right next to the psychic will heal your team. So I don't know like why you would want to skip all the trainers, but it's interesting. I don't think there's anything else we can do here, so let's just go back. Now we know how to get through the Grim Woods here. It's not gonna take long. I'm gonna get something to drink while I'm running through here. That was my last repel. That's unfortunate. I thought I had plenty of them. I do have one super, right? I found it on the ground. But I'm gonna wait until I get in the volcano, because that might take a minute to get through. I might as well just KO everything too. Try to get Hariyama up to 26. Because in between episodes, before we get the next gym, I might go do a little EV grinding in that house there. I forgot to pull out Badoo as well. I actually think I might use that Badoo. But, you know, maybe I'll go level cap the Badoo as well. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use this one super repel. It's obviously not gonna be enough, but it'll get us majority of the way through here. The main reason I did this too is because I kind of want to go the other way. And see what else I possibly missed. Let me see if I can remember how to get back here. Oh, that's the wrong way, but I kind of wanted to check this rock too. The first time when I went down to fight, I was going to go up and check the rock, but as you can see, I couldn't get past this. So I wanted to make sure. I don't know, I just had a feeling there'd be an item in there. Playing so many Pokemon, or so much Pokemon over the years, you kind of get a sense for like where the games like to hide items at. Although, you know, the official games are definitely different from the fan games. So which I think it is that way is the right way to go. I want to go this way. Alright, that's our last repel though. Let me see what else is down here. Oh, we can actually get one more HM out of this. Oh yeah, we're good to fight. Fighting types on fighting types here with Hariyama versus the Karate Girl. Let's see what she's got. Metatitty. Why do they always have Metatitties, bro? This Pokemon is so annoying because all it does is just click protect and detect. I hate fighting these things. We'll fake it out for the free chip though and definitely KO it with knockoff. Doesn't even need to be holding an item. Maybe a paralysis? How come Pokemon always works like that? When you actually want to get status, you never do. But if that was Gabite right there, 100% he gets paralyzed. Pokemon's a funny game, man. It always works like that. Why? It's going for counter. Okay, thankfully we one-shot it. I was about to say, why am I going last? Or why am I going first with Vital Throw that always goes last? You know, because it has negative priority, but counter actually has the lowest priority with -7. And Vital Throw might just be like -1 priority or something. Or actually, is counter might be -6 priority. I think -7, the lowest priority bracket, is more for like Trick Room and moves like that. I don't actually know though. Like counter and Mirror Coat, they would be the same priority bracket, but maybe they're -6. I don't know. I feel like they could also be minus, but I know Trick Room is -7, the lowest priority bracket possible. All right, so all that way just for the TM Incinerate. That wasn't really worth it, but you never know. Never know what was over there. The other good items are probably gate kept behind that Rock Smash Rock. So now we're almost out of here now. Hold on though. That's a really, really good Pokemon. But we already have a ground type in Gabite. That's tempting though. Excadrill is definitely one of my favorite ground types. Let's just get him out of here. Alright. I'm doing a really bad job of trying to walk past these rocks here. Just getting trolled. Alright. Slugma, don't care. I'm really close to level cap though. I think this actually will do it right here. So let me just go ahead and take advantage of that real quick. Alright, not bad. Now Hariyama and Gabite are both at 26. Perfect. I don't think there's any items over there. Oh, right, there was a Chansey over here by the stairs, too, which now we can utilize that. Because you already know there's going to be a bunch more trainers between here and the next city. That's always how it works. Let's take this free heal. Oh, yeah, and we never also got to grab this item, which was kind of annoying that Jax just pulled us right out of here. There's nothing down there. Okay. Let's go this way. So we find the exit. And Porygon, we could access the PC. Let's actually go ahead and check out this Badoo real quick. See if it's a good one. But it's not in box 1 because I caught so many things yesterday. Oh, here it is. We got a modest Badoo. Wow. That's kind of cracked. E minus special attack and E speed. Now, actually we can go ahead and see exactly what that equates to. But let's go ahead and put it over the duck here. Definitely gonna go catch another Badoo. And then let me add it over the duck. Okay, swap out that sprite. Now, I'm pretty sure the letter E equates to like between 0 and 5. So yeah, it literally has 1 special attack, IV, and 3 speed. That's horrible. Is Modest Nature shiced? Yeah, it is. But there ain't no way I'm using it with that bad of speed and special attack. No way. Alright. So after ending the episode today, I'm going to go catch another Badoo. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. Okay. We already have Ekans in the decks. I'm going to switch back from Hariyama to Gabite, by the way. Because Hariyama's way too slow to run away from stuff. Find a Ether. That's not bad. Did we get the old rod? Why is our Lapras chilling in the water? Do we get the... I wonder if we get the old rod from this guy. Let's talk to him. You see that guy up there? He's been fishing for days. I don't see anybody but a Lapras, Chief. Not sure what you're talking about. Fisherman Barney. Got a Shelter. He's got 3 Pokemon, so I'm going to go ahead and Home Claws up. Oh, it has Ice Shard. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Although, I kind of tanked that pretty good. But Shelter has good physical defense, so I don't even think a Dual Chop would kill it. I'm going to go for it anyway. I kind of half predicted him to not go for Shard again, but he actually did. Okay, it does kill. That's not bad. Now, hopefully his other ones are just regular water types and not, you know, something with ice attacks. Let's see. This gets ice attacks, obviously, but it probably doesn't have it at this low of a level. And we're faster anyway. Because I got that hasty nature Gabite. You already know, man. Okay. What you got in the back, Chief? Basculegion? Easy money. Or actually, Basculin. I always forget this thing now. You know, because of the evolution, Basculegion. I always forget about the baby form. But that wasn't, of course, until recently. But from when this thing first dropped in Gen 5, all the way until Gen 8, that's when it finally got an evolution. Oh, I just realized something, too. Badoo evolves from Friendship into Roselia, and then it needs a stone to get to Roserade. But we have the Soothe Bell. Oh, there's another thing over here. Because last episode we showed Riolu to like an NPC. There was an NPC in Dresco Town that's like, hey, show me a Mon that evolves when it becomes happy, and you know, that's how you get the Soothe Bell. So luckily I caught that Riolu. Because had I caught this Badoo today, I would have forgot about what that NPC said, and I would not have went back there with Badoo. So that was pretty clutch. Does battling this high up make you feel elated? Not really. I'm just looking for the experience points and the cash I get for winning. Chrissy's got a Trumbeak. I forgot to heal Gabite, but that's okay. Probably just kill this thing with a raw Dual Chop. Nope, not quite. Huh, damn, that was close. Bro goes for supersonic though. And neither one of my attacks are 100%, but let's go for Fire Fang because it's 95. It's better odds than Dual Chop. Alright, not bad. Let me hit a potion here on Riola's trying to learn Nasty Plot. That's a good option, having an Aura Sphere Lucario, but again, we're going to be rolling with Hariyama in this playthrough. So I like Hariyama more. I need to heal up before we fight this other fisherman guy. Alright, not bad. Wait, what are you doing up here? Go away. You can make me, man. What are you going to do about it, scrub? We find another Super Repel, which is nice. Alright, I guess we have to come back to this cave later then. We can't do it now. That's not bad. Alright, let's fight this guy. I've been here for days, but I can't seem to catch anything good. Sucks to be you, buddy. Gotta try out a different lure then if you're struggling. Yeah, he's only caught Magikarp. This guy's going through it right now. Although he's one rare candy away from getting something nice and powerful. I kind of feel bad for this guy. I think I'm gonna donate a rare candy to the cause after the fight here. Alright, let's go ahead and bulldoze this Magikarp into oblivion though. Let's see what else he's got in the back. It'd be funny if you had like a Magikarp, a Feebas, and like a Finneon or something lame. He's got a Corphish. That's actually kind of a fire Pokemon. Good old Mr. Craw. Alright, whatever he's got in the back is going to get one shot as well. Badoo's out here growing levels, but again, it don't matter because we're going to replace it. He's got another Carp. Alright, easy money. Now we're a little over an hour, 20 minutes, so I'm kind of make a beeline for the next town here, and it's probably where I'll cut off the episode. But first, I'm guessing we ride this Lapras. It's kind of fire. As I say, I don't have Surf. Where am I supposed to go now? That's cool, and then you can go back up. Okay. And now it's a new route, Route 5. Okay. We do have one Super Repel, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that here. Where are we at in the bag? Do I need a potion? No. We just found this Super Repel, so let's go ahead and use it up. There is definitely a few more trainers here. Well, okay, I guess this guy's not a trainer, but whew, I better take a rest. That volcano takes a lot out of you. Let me heal your Pokemon so you... Okay, that was convenient. Take care of yourself. You too, buddy. Have a nice day. Oh, we got to read this trainer tip sign, though. Is your nature a match for mine? Let's synchronize in a beautiful battle to find out. Okay. I'm guessing this is going to be like an Abra or a Ralts. Same thing. Curlia. Okay, not bad. Go ahead and Home Claws up, and then we'll just OHKO this with a Bulldoze. Probably. I'm thinking back on that, I probably should have just Bulldozed twice so that I didn't take a fairy hit, but decides to go for Psybeam for some reason. Interesting play. And now you die. Alright, what else you got in the back? Floette. Interesting. We should be able to kill that with Bulldoze too. Not bad, not bad. Now that I saw that Ironhead is a move tutor, you know, in this game somewhere, I'm probably going to put Ironhead on Gabite over Fire Fang at some point. Because I do plan on finding a good fire type for the squad. I'm not going to use the Litleo that I have now. But keep an eye out for trees with shady area between them. Oh, they got hidden grottos in here. Okay, kind of like Black and White. That's cool. Okay. And in fact, if you use Cut, which I can't yet, you'll even find one here on this route. Okay. So earn the Vision badge from Crater Town and then come back here to find it. Okay. Wait, we get another side quest here. What's up, boss? Today is leg day. Nobody asked. It's the most important day of the week. Some people skip leg day, but those people are wrong. Walking is the best way to work out your legs. If you walk enough, I will give you a reward in celebration of leg day. Okay. Awesome. Now walk at least 150,000 steps to really work on those calves. Not bad. And we've only walked about 13,000 steps so far in this game. That's insane. Although I could put the emulator into speed up and just go back and forth, you know, in between recordings if I really wanted to. We could bang that out pretty quick, but let's go ahead and just fight this guy who apparently just picked up his Pokemon from the daycare. So it looks like we have... You can breed on this route here. Interesting. Again, not going to be doing that in this playthrough. But that is cool that they have it. I mean, you do be getting some egg moves, right? We probably can get Bullet Punch on Hariyama if I did that, but that would just take way too long. It is tempting, but it would also just take too long. Alright. Just raw dog these Fire Fangs here. Thankfully we hit them both. Not bad, not bad. I think I need some water. Just out here choking on air. Let's grab this item. A Moon Ball, not bad. If we want to use a Clefairy. I do want to explore this route, but I'm on my last Super Repel, so I might go buy some more repels when we get in town, and then we'll come back here at some point. Just go ahead and fight the rest of these scrubs. Sometimes my shorts cause chafing while I run, but for the most part they're delightfully comfy and easy to wear. Okay. This guy's got a Nidoran. Not bad, not bad. But we got the Bulldoze. Yeah, I think I'd rather stock up on repels before I come back and explore the rest of the route here. I mean, at some point we will hunt for wild Pokemon. We haven't even seen an encounter on Route 5, but I'm not gonna do that today. I am curious though, right? You know, I'm kind of interested in building out a squad. I don't want to wait too long. You know, obviously in Pokemon games, the longer you wait, the more powerful stuff you'll find later in the game. But you know, in a game like this, I'd rather get a team quickly assembled. That way we can maximize our EV yield as we go throughout the game. Because even when you catch powerful Pokemon towards the end of the game, you know, they might have a high base stat total, but with the lack of EVs you get, it kind of negates their true potential. So it's always better to build out a squad as quickly as possible when you're doing a playthrough. Oh, I see this. That's not bad. We're almost at 10%. We can get Zydog. Only 4 more to go. Okay, here's the daycare. Interesting. I've been researching the relationship between incense and Pokemon breeding. It's slow going, but it would be faster if someone helped me out. Say, would you happen to help me with would you like to help me with my research? Of course. Great. To start off, please bring me a Badoo. You're in luck, buddy. I've added limited data for Badoo and Roselia to your Pokedex to help you start out. Okay. We're probably going to get a Rose Incense here. Because you can't actually get a Badoo if you breed Roselias unless the Roselias are holding the Rose Incense. Yeah. For that, you can have a Heart Scale. That's actually, I thought we were just going to get gifted the Rose Incense item. Heart Scale is way better. Because we can go to the move relearner when I find that. Please bring me a Mantike so I can study it too. Okay, so he's going to add the next part of the quest. Alright, well, obviously we don't have Mantike. But, we'll come back later. When I was a student in the Pokemon Breeder School, I learned that the best way to raise loving Pokemon is to battle with them in important battles. You seem like an important trainer. Can you help me raise my Pokemon? Sure. Let's get started. Okay, this is actually a fight. Interesting. Probably gonna have a bunch of babies on the squad. Cleffa. Oh, it's 6 Mons too. Wait, Vulpix. Interesting. I was expecting like Cleffa and Happiny, babies like that. Ellie Kid. Whatever. Let's just take everything out with the Bulldoze. And keep maximizing this 1 experience point gain. Another reason why I should rush into town is once I get the next gym badge, the level cap will increase, right? And we're kind of wasting all this experience points here, but Doesn't really matter because we can always go back to Dresco Town and beat up a bunch of Audinos in the trainer house there. There's the Cleffa. So with that being said, I'm probably going to save the rest of the trainers here on the route until I go beat the gym. Or I might use them at the start of next episode to level up my team in preparation for the gym, right? Either way, it's better than what I'm doing right now because Gabite and Hariyama just aren't getting any gains out of this, apart from the EVs. But I'd rather go catch a better Badoo, you know, and then start fighting these trainers. That way Badoo can actually help in the gym. Cherubi, we got a Fire Fang for that. Alright, not bad, not bad. This Badoo's already gained 4 levels since I just took it out of the box. But again, you know, even though it was modest nature, it had quite arguably the worst EVs you've ever seen in your life. So we're gonna be catching another Badoo in between episodes here. That's for damn sure. Alright. Not bad. We only get $800. That was a very lame fight. Come back tomorrow and help train my babies again. What is this Clefairy doing in the corner over here? Oh, we already fought this guy. Okay. I want to save the rest of the trainers. I'm not even going to go do this battle up here. Let's just get out of here. Okay, here's the cut bush. So there should be a hidden grotto back here. I'm going to dodge this guy too and save that experience. The button combination for running quickly from wild battles can be set from the options menu. By default, you can run quickly by just tapping R. Interesting, so I can probably turn that off so I don't accidentally run when I'm trying to catch Pokemon. Well, I'll do that later. But it is cool that that's an option. Alright, let me go ahead and heal up here. We've arrived to the next city, Crater Town. And there is a gym here. We were already told that by a couple different NPCs. Okay, not bad. However, you know, due to time constraints, I'm not going to actually do the gym fight today. I'll probably save like right here. And then, yeah, it's just about 7 a.m. for me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. Alright, not bad. So a couple things heading into, you know, part 4 in the YouTube playlist. So we have a new gym badge coming next time, and we'll update the tracker there on the bottom. Now, and then apart from that, really the only other thing is in between episodes, I'm going to go back and catch another Badoo. Because I haven't used Roserade in a while in a playthrough, and, you know, I don't know where to find the evolution stone, but I'm sure it's in here somewhere. So I'll look that up. Maybe I'll talk about it, you know, touch on it in the intro next time, but that's basically what's going to go down. Well, that's the only thing. It's just a new Badoo in between episodes. But then when we come back for part 4, definitely going to make sure we jump in the gym there and get that gym badge. That way we increase the level cap up from 26. So that's the plan going forward for next time. And then, you know, we'll just do a bunch more exploring, see what else is going on here in this game. But really good music again in this game. And the story is starting to unravel a little bit. You know, it was kind of... I wouldn't say it's slow in the first couple episodes. It's just I was taking my sweet ass time kind of getting from city to city. But as the story starts to pick up more, it's going to get even better too. So this game is really sick, man. I'm having a good time playing it. But that is going to do it for part 3 in the YouTube playlist. So anybody seeing this after the fact in the future on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Alright? Peace.